Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. Gonna, I don't know if you call it a review or not. I guess kind of a review. I threw this together yesterday morning when I was making my, no, it was last night, actually. It was last night. So I have some of this Don Pablo Irish whiskey and vanilla coffee. These are whole beans. And I've already had some grinded up, and so that's all I got left of my Don Pablo. Pretty much is just my whiskey infused coffees. So I'm just kind of thinking of what else I can do with them, review wise and experimental type things. But last night I made a pot out of this little, we have this little coffee pot. See this little coffee pot right here? It's a small one. It's about a 6, actually it's a 5 cup. But I made a little pot of that. I drank a cup and I poured the rest of it in a glass. And while it was still hot, I put a level teaspoon of my regular creamer and a level teaspoon of my caramel macchiato creamer. Let it, dissolve. I stirred it up, let it sit there and let it cool down before I put it in the refrigerator. But what I'm trying to say is I was trying to make like an iced coffee. So I thought it sounded like it might be pretty good with Irish whiskey and vanilla. Don Pablo Irish whiskey and vanilla infused coffee, making an iced coffee out of it. So I did that, and then while it was still hot, I drizzled some Hershey's chocolate syrup in it to make it kind of a Don Pablo Mocha iced coffee, just to see if it worked. I don't know, but so this is the next day. I had it in the refrigerator, so it's nice and cold right now. I'm gonna put some ice in it. Got me a little spoon here. I'm gonna stir it up. Okay. So you can see it just looks like chocolate milk right now. But you can definitely get the coffee in there. You can get the Irish whiskey and a little bit of that vanilla and the coffee aroma as well. It smells really, really good. I like this coffee just the way it is anyways. But I just thought I'd see what I could do about doing something different with it. So I got me some ice here. There's a lot of people that don't like iced coffee, don't like the idea of iced coffee. I thought it was kind of weird before myself. I thought it was kind of weird as well a while back until I actually tried some, and then I was like, this is really good. It's not something I drink like all the time, but it's just something that, I'll definitely review it because I like it, but it's not something I seek to have rather than just hot coffee. But okay, got my ice in there. Let's just see what this is like. Oh wow, that is actually really good. I didn't know what to expect, but it's got a nice, also I made it kind of strong because I definitely wanted the coffee to show through. This is a really, really good coffee. So you got to get some of this and definitely try this. But it's got a nice strong coffee taste. You get a little a lactose with the creamers I added in it last night. And then you get that little chocolate mocha, that sweet chocolate mocha part in there too. It's really good. Oh yeah, that is good. I didn't get the opportunity to go through the process of showing you what all I did, because it's pretty simple. Just make a pot of coffee. This, if you can get it, if you can, yeah, I know you can get it, but if you choose to get this, I think it makes a lot of difference. But yeah, I just made some coffee, and then I poured it into a glass like this, and then I added my creamers to it. I got powdered creamers, so it needs to be hot for it to dissolve. If you have liquid creamers, then you don't have to worry about it being hot. You can add those creamers to it. You can just put it in the refrigerator with the coffee in it, already cooled down, and then the next day you can add your liquid creamers to it. Something like that. So, but I don't get the liquid creamer because it is so sweet, and I can't use it all before it goes bad, because I don't want to put so much of that in my coffee. So it goes bad before I can use it all, so I don't really get it. If they would have it in smaller, affordable type bottles, I'd probably get it more often. But they have these big, huge bottles. You know, they're always huge, and it's just too much for me to use before I have to pour it out. Starts getting a little bit soured, you know. But this is really good. Really good. I was hoping it was going to turn out okay. I don't know what could have went wrong, but sometimes something does. If I was using like an actual milk in it, I don't know, that might have been iffy. I mean, it could have not tasted right with actual milk using it like that. But so I took out that possibility by just using my regular creamers. So yeah, this is good. This is really good. Darren Burke, president of Don Pablo Coffee, sent me different ones of these whole beans, and I've just been, you know, trying to use up all the coffees he sent me. I really appreciate it that he sent me all those and to review and stuff. And so there you go. Thanks, Darren. Appreciate it. So I've reviewed these. I have them on my channel. Just look them up if you're curious about. I've done the grinding of these, and then I've done the taste testing of these. So if you're curious about what they're like, just as a regular coffee, you can check out those videos. I'll read back here real quick what this says. So this coffee is considered a specialty coffee. So the specialty coffee beans soaked in premium Irish whiskey and vanilla. Another thing I preach about is that, like in the wintertime, I do drink more of this. It's just a really nice, cold evening type coffee. I don't know. It just makes up a nice ambiance or atmosphere. No, you know what I'm trying to say. It just puts off a nice feeling. So it says our specialty grade coffee beans are soaked in fine Irish whiskey and vanilla until they absorb every drop. The beans are dried and roasted in small batches until the coffee Irish whiskey, and vanilla harmonized just right. The result is an intense and full-bodied coffee with distinguished notes of fruit, vanilla, caramel, and spice. The finish is velvety smooth with a lasting residual sweetness without the alcohol. For intense flavor and aroma, add 2 tablespoons of finely ground coffee to each 6-ounce cups of water. That's recommended by them. I mean, I don't follow those measurements. I kind of do it how I personally prefer my coffees, but it's nice to have that on there. People don't know for sure. So you can go to www.donpablocoffee.com to look at all their different flavors they have. They have a bunch. They also have grounded. If you don't want to mess with a grinder, they have already grounded. You can find out information at info@donpablocoffee.com, or you can call them at 305-249-5628. But there you go. Yeah, this is good. It's just different drinking an iced coffee in the morning. I have hot coffee, you know, with my breakfast. But I've been wanting to try this. So there you go. This is good. If I was to rate this, I'd give it I do my rating system between 1 and 5. 5 being the best. I don't find anything wrong with this, so I give it a 5. So check it out for yourself. If you like iced coffees, if you haven't ever tried one before, you ought to definitely give it a shot. Then you can say at least, yeah, I've tried it and didn't like it. You know, if one time is all it takes for you to be pretty much confident you don't like it, then good for you. It's taken me on some products to try it a few times before I can really make up my mind. And then you can try different ones, you know, to find one that suits you. But yeah, I don't think I've had an iced coffee that I haven't liked, you know. They're a neat invention, you know, someone come up with it. They're pretty neat little idea. Okay, well, I'm gonna end it there. I thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.